Hey guys, I'm so glad that you're sitting here with me in our village, the podcast where we're talking about Lee County's, Sanford, North Carolina, issues with the black community and how we need to become more united and have a united front. And I'm just glad that you decided to talk to me because I want to talk to you. And these are things that are just affecting our community, and we need to have a conversation about it so we can have some lasting change. So we can really, really start to unite. Because right now, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but politically, we definitely need to unite. Because nobody is coming to save us. We're going to have to save ourselves. And we can do it. We've done it in the past. We've done it throughout the years. My grandfathers, my father, they've done it. And we can do it too. And I just want to have a conversation of what I've been thinking about here lately. Let me drink a little coffee here. I often pondered how other groups, they manage to attract thousands of people to their festivals, to their carnivals, to their parades. They have giveaways, and they make it seem like it's effortless. They make it seem like they can just do it overnight. There were a group of people that came together and they were protesting from ICE. And from what I understand and from what was told to me is that it was a teenager that came together and said, hey, I need to get together with all the people that want to protest against how they're doing our community. And they got together and I think it was over one night, maybe a day or so. And they just started protesting. And it seemed like, now this is from what I understand, it was a teenager that decided to do it, but it was overnight. And it seemed like to me it was effortless. Because if you can do something overnight, that's impressive. But meanwhile, when we try to do things, when I say we, I mean the black community, I mean the African American community. When we do our own events, it seems like we can't get any support, not just from other races, but from our own people. And then it feels like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, trying to fight to have our parades and our carnivals and our giveaways and have our events. And it's like it's pulling teeth. And the thing is that we would love other races to come and help us, but we need to start helping ourselves. It seems like we have a lack of support in our own community. A lack of support. Now, it's not a matter of us lacking intelligence or lacking the ability to organize. We have the talent to do it and the insight to do it. And we have brilliant people that can pull us all together. But we don't have the trust in our community. We don't trust each other. We don't trust politicians. We don't trust pastors. We don't trust organizational leaders. We don't trust the courts, the community leaders. We don't trust anybody. We don't trust our elders, and there's a reason for that. Throughout the years, we have got to a point to where we distrust everybody in our community, from the old to the young. The old are they're too old. They don't understand. They're not in touch with society. They don't understand what's going on. The middle age, well, they're just trying to fight for position. They want a title. They want people to look up to them. Well, the younger, the 20s, the 30s, oh, well, they too bullheaded, and they got their own agenda, and they're just trying to get materialistic things. And then you got your teenagers and your kids. Well, they don't know nothing, so we don't trust them at all. We don't even give them a chance. Here's the thing. There has to be a bridge. There has to be a bridge somewhere for some group of people to make the black community to be able to hang together. Even if no other race comes to our aid. Because we have the women, the men, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 20s, the 30s, the teenagers, the kids. Everybody is working in unison. We struggle with coming together in a way that maximizes our collective potential. And that, my friends, is the real issue. We do not come together to help ourselves. So we become a laughingstock in the communities. It makes it hard when we try to pass agendas and laws and things that would benefit our community. People can just overlook because they understand one thing is that, okay, they're not going to be organized. They don't have any pushback. There's no pushback. So I can come to your community and do pretty much whatever I want to, build whatever I want to, construct whatever I want to, make up law however I want to. Come take your stuff. Come take your land, because you're not going to fight back because you're not organized. You don't have anybody fighting for your behalf. You know, over the years, I've struggled firsthand. I've seen, trying to have the same level of attention for support for our events. We would put on Juneteenth, Martin Luther King programs, Black History programs, and we don't have the same level of participation. We don't. We don't even have the communication is one thing. I mean, we don't communicate with each other, and it becomes, how should I say? It becomes a nuisance because by the time you find out what's going on, it's already done happened. And then because you didn't get the support that you needed or thought you would have gotten, then you become bitter because the people didn't support you or support the event. And now you start to withdraw. I've done it myself. Many of you know that we have been trying to start a black chamber, and we have started, and we made some leaps and bounds in progress. There are some things that we have in the works right now, even as we speak. But the level of support, we got great support at first, and then we got some pushback. Not from people from other races, other communities, the people that look like Me. We had issues in those in that community, in my community, in our village, that did not want somebody like maybe me or somebody come into the town and say, hey, let's get together as business owners. I found out that there were over 150, close to 200 businesses, black-owned businesses right here in Sanford, North Carolina. Yes. But the problem and the issue is that we cannot come together for one agenda. For one agenda. Not to strengthen my hands or not to strengthen one business hands, but to strengthen the whole community. Because if the whole community is strengthened, then we can actually do some damage in here. When I say damage, I mean we can actually pull together some buildings, land, and pull together some ideas, pull together some laws and make things happen. But because we are so divided and nobody wants to talk to each other, nobody wants to lead, nobody wants to follow, then we have no unity. We have no type of push in one direction to say, this is what we're going to do for our people. And maybe there is a voice out there, and I hope there is a voice. And if there is a voice out there, please reach out to me, because I really want our people to be able to have a voice and be represented in all of these meetings that are happening. I can't make all the meetings, but we need to have somebody in there with ears, with eyes, saying, hey, this is what's going on over here. South side, north side, this is what's going on. Commissioner office, city council meetings. This is what happened at the water department. This is what is going on. We need to know that. We need to know all these issues. And here's the thing. Once we have a united front, we can say not just black businesses, but the black community as a whole. Because the way I see it, and this is just my point of view, is that when you have businesses, business should be the backbone of a community. They can supply, they can nourish all the things that the community need, from our elder care, from even our entertainment, our coaches, our sports, our education, those things that we can be able to send funds to, that need, whatever the need is. Your businesses can fund all the things that the community needs. But when you don't have a core of businesses that can reach out to each other, kind of build a net for the community, a network, then you have the issues of the community are scattered. They're scattered. Like our elder care and the elder world, they need us. And we need them. We need them. They have a lot of wisdom, lot of insight that they can give to us. And we need our young people because they have a lot of strength. They got a lot of knowledge. This phone right here and these computers and these codes and all these things that we have in today's society, the young people can run. But the young people has to respect the old people, and then the older ones have to respect the younger people. It has to work hand in hand. And look, y'all, I know there are probably some leaders out there that probably don't even know who I am, don't care to know who I am. I don't even care. It's our village. I want to bring some type of unity to our community. And if we have over 150 black-owned businesses right here in Sanford, why can we not get together and put something together to make sure that we can hold up our community? And I'm going to have a transparent moment right in here. This is a transparent moment for me. Listen, I even got frustrated because trying to put this black chamber together, it was like, you ever wanted somebody to kind of wake up from a nightmare or a dream, and you're thinking that, okay, hey, they need to wake up so they can be able to function, and they won't wake up? That's how I kind of felt, because I felt like, we have so much power in our community. There's so much power. The reason why all these buildings are empty right here in Lee County is because the African American business owner hasn't showed up yet. And I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about as a community. If the African or the black community showed up in the business world here in Sanford, there wouldn't be an empty warehouse. There wouldn't be an empty store. All these abandoned buildings, there wouldn't be hardly any, because we would be able to survive. And because one thing about our community, we know how to make something from nothing. We can run on a shoestring budget. We know how to do that. And so a lot of these places that you see that don't have anybody in them, we need to be in them, running our business. And let me lastly say this about our community. When it comes to the business world, listen, we have businesses in our community that are already up and running, and you cannot expect them to compare or to run with or to keep up with these businesses that have been running for over 100 years. Walmart has been in business, I don't know how long. It's been a long time. I think it's more than 50 years. If you're selling the same thing that Walmart is selling, and you just started last week, there is no way in the world that you can keep up with them. You can't keep up with their pricing. You can't keep up with their customer service. They already done vetted everything out. They already implemented a system, standard operated procedures already for their business. They tried things. Some didn't work. Some did work. They know what to move with. Now, you just got in business last week. And then what we'll do is we'll go to that business, and they don't do the same thing as Walmart would do or can do or Amazon can do. And then we go back and we talk about them and say, hey, don't deal with them. Their chicken wasn't good. It wasn't hot and fresh. Well, the restaurant, Ron's Barn, been in business for a minute. So they know when to cook the chicken. They know when to order the chicken. They know when to serve the chicken. If you just started, you can make a good chicken, and chicken wing or chicken thigh, whatever you just started. You got to find out where to buy that, when to cook it, how to keep it hot, who to buy it from, who to serve it, what season that you can buy and keep in stock. Those things come with time. So listen, y'all. If we can get our people to understand, hey, when we put something together or when we go in business, things are not going to be 1,000% operating on a good level. It's not. Some things will be, because we can come up with a good product, but the process sometimes is an issue. Some of us haven't been exposed to what this is why our businesses tend to fail. Not to brag, but we're coming up on 10 years in business in November. 10 years. And we have learned so much in business. And a lot of times what we have to do, those y'all don't know, me and my wife own Flooded. Sometimes we have to take a loss to make sure that our reputation stays intact. Sometimes we come in with people that already have a vendetta or have a thought process that, well, this is a black business. They're going to mess up my order. They're going to be late. They're not going to order the stuff correctly. They're going to be wrong sizes. They already come with that preconceived notion in their head as soon as they come to our counter. And we have to fight every day to make sure that they don't have nothing but good things to say. And sometimes we have given orders for free. Even when it was not our fault. We had to eat it. But we understood one thing, is that good news takes a while to travel. But bad news will go, it's almost like the internet. As soon as you hit send, it goes everywhere. But in order to learn that, it took a process. It took time for us to do it. So I want y'all to understand one thing. Listen, we as a community, if we have a strong business community, we'll have a strong black community. Let's support each other. And that's more than just saying, oh, I'm going to buy you a shirt, or I'm going to buy you a candle, or I'm going to buy a piece of chicken from you. That's more than that. And then those who are in business or own the business, it's more than just making $1, putting it in so you can drive a nice car and get a nice house. It's more than that. You're going to have to learn to listen to some wisdom. Stop having an ego like, oh, I know, I already got it. I already have it. I got it together. You don't need to. Listen, you're here for the community, and the community needs to be here for you. All right. I love you. Thank you for sitting in the village. I probably just, talk too much, but I hope this message get out. And if you get a chance, you know, this is for people in Lee County, North Carolina. So, I mean, but, you know, I think everywhere in the United States right now need a little unity, especially in the black community. Okay? I love you. Come back and see me. Let's come and sit in the village.